The laboratory hummed, a symphony of forbidden knowledge. Dr. Alistair Crane, a man married to the abyss, stood on the precipice of a terrifying breakthrough. His experiment to isolate and manipulate the human soul, a cocktail of chemicals, a jolt of energy, and the unthinkable occurred. The lab, once a sterile haven, became an abattoir of shattered glass and screams. Crane's hubris had unleashed something monstrous, something hungry. The air crackled with an unseen energy. Two souls, ripped from their mortal shells, lingered. They were adrift in the wreckage of their former lives, tethered to the world by the thinnest of threads. Victor Vic Martel, a man haunted by his appetites, and Paul Poe Donner, a soul yearning for connection, found themselves suspended between existence and oblivion. The experiment had shattered the membrane of reality, and they were the ghosts bleeding through. Vic's first sensation was not sight, but a raw, primal hunger. He existed as a phantom, a wisp of consciousness adrift in a sea of static. He could perceive the world, but not touch it, his form flickering like a candle in the wind. Fear, sharp and cold, pierced through the haze of his confusion. He was lost, untethered, and utterly alone. Poe, in contrast, awoke to a strange serenity. He observed the world from a detached perspective, his senses heightened, his thoughts crystalline. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing the intricate machinery of existence. Yet a profound loneliness pervaded his being. He yearned for a connection, a tether to the world he could no longer fully experience. Whispers, faint and fragmented, began to reach both men. They were echoes of the living, snippets of conversations, desires, and fears. Among the cacophony, two voices resonated with an unsettling clarity. One, a woman named Mandy, spoke of a longing for something more, a hunger for experiences beyond the mundane. The other, a woman named Colbi, exuded an intoxicating aura of darkness and acceptance. Their voices were beacons in the void, pulling at Vic and Poe with irresistible force. Drawn by Mandy's vibrant energy, Poe found her. She was a whirlwind of contradictions, a free spirit trapped in a cage of her own making. Mandy sensed Poe's presence long before she understood it. A chill down her spine, a flickering shadow in the corner of her eye. He became her personal ghost, a whisper in the static of everyday life. At first, terror ruled her, but as Poe learned to manipulate his spectral form, to send fleeting images and emotions into her mind, fear gave way to fascination. He painted her dreams with colors she never knew existed, filled her thoughts with poetry and longing. Their relationship was a slow burn, a delicate dance between worlds. Poe, starved for touch, found solace in their shared moments. He would brush his spectral hand against hers, feeling the faintest echo of warmth. She, in turn, found herself drawn to his ethereal embrace, to the raw, unfiltered emotions he poured into her soul. They were two souls, incomplete on their own, finding solace and a love more profound than either had thought possible, in the shadow of disaster. Vic's journey was one of primal instinct and dark desires. He found Colbi in the heart of the city, a creature of the night who moved through the world with a predatory grace. Where Mandy was vibrant light, Colbi was intoxicating shadow. She recognized the darkness within him, the hunger that mirrored her own. Colbi wasn't afraid of Vic's spectral form. She was drawn to it. She saw in him a reflection of her own untamed nature, an echo of the abyss that stared back from within. Their connection was immediate, visceral, fueled by a mutual understanding of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of the world. Where Poe sought to comfort and reassure Mandy, Vic reveled in Colbi's fearlessness. He fed on her darkest desires, her willingness to explore the forbidden territories of the soul. Their relationship was a tempestuous affair, a dangerous dance on the edge of a knife. They embraced the shadows, finding a perverse kind of love in the heart of their shared darkness.